So the last class we discussed about the local self-government, the Panchayati Raj system and the Nagarpalika system, right? Panchayati Raj system and the Nagarpalika system. Connected with this Panchayati Raj system and Nagarpalika system, there are two amendments we have to learn. That is the 73rd Amendment and the 74th Amendment. 73rd Amendment and the 74th Amendment. Please write down 73rd and 74th Amendments. 73rd and 74th Amendments. 73rd and 74th Amendments. Abhijit Aram, please turn on your camera. 73rd and 74th Amendments. Okay. In 1989, the central government, okay, Abhijit, the central government introduced two constitutional amendments. The central government introduced two constitutional amendments. Two constitutional amendments. So amendment means we know that making some changes in the constitution is termed as a amendment. Making some changes in the existing rules and regulations in the constitution is termed as amendments. Okay. Next question. Why? Sorry. Write down. Why these amendments? Or the need of these amendments? Write down. Why these amendments? Why these amendments? Why these amendments? As you know already, it is very important to strengthen the local self-government. Okay, so Jawaharlal Nehru and that time Congress government, they basically not give the adequate importance for the self-governments. Okay, in 1950s and 1960s, we studied already that. Okay, but nearly 1980s, almost all the government and national parties, even the rural parties, I mean, the local self the regional parties are starting giving importance for the local self-government. Okay, so they made this change. Right on. These amendments aimed at strengthening local governments. These amendments aimed at strengthening local governments. Strengthening local governments. These amendments aimed at strengthening local governments and ensuring an element of uniformity and ensuring an element of uniformity in their structure and functioning across the country. Repeating the point one more time. These amendments aimed at strengthening local governments and ensuring an element of uniformity in their structure and functioning across the country. Next one. In 1992, next sentence or next point. In 1992, the 73rd and 74th constitutional amendments were passed. The 73rd and 74th constitutional amendments were passed by the parliament.
Sir, can you repeat it once more?
1992, yeah, 1992, the 73rd and the 74th constitutional amendments were passed by the parliament. Okay. Okay, next point. The 73rd amendment is about rural local governments, which are also known as PRI, PRIS, P capital, R capital, I capital, S is in small. Okay, PRIs, Panchayati Raj institutions. That's what PRIs. And the 74th Amendment, and the 74th Amendment made the provisions relating to urban local government. Related to urban local government. Bracket, Nagarpalikas. 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 So
Sir,
73rd
related to?
Amendment. Pardon?
Sir, can you repeat that line again, please?
Relating to urban local government. Urban local government. Bracket you have to write Nagarpalikas. 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 Okay, so listen carefully. The 73rd Amendment is related with rural local government, Panchayati Raj, PRI, Panchayati Raj institutions. And the 74th Amendment is related with urban local government. That's what Nagarpalika. Okay. Next sentence. The 73rd and 74th Amendments. The 73rd and the 74th Amendments came into effect. The 73rd and 74th Amendment came into effect in the year 1993. In the year 1993. In the year 1993. Okay, so clearly understand that 73rd and 74th Amendment changes in the Indian Constitution. So 73rd Amendment is related with the Panchayati Raj institution, rural local self-government, and the 74th Amendment is related with the urban local self-government, that's what Nagarpalika. Okay, clear or not? Okay, these institutions that came into effect, or these amendments that came into effect by the year 1993. Okay. Next sentence. Local government is a state subject. Local government is a state subject. Local government is a state subject. Means state is free to make their own laws. State is free to make their own laws on this subject. On this subject. Okay. Next is a question. Write down. Will state government will state government alter their laws, alter their laws relating to local governments, relating to local governments. Answer is here. Yes. Answer, yes. Once the constitution was amended, constitution was amended, the states had to change their laws. The states had to change their laws. The states had to change their laws about local bodies, local bodies in order to bring These in conformity, these in conformity, 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 these in conformity with the amended constitution, with the amended constitution, with the amended constitution, with the amended constitution. Okay. Now, I already told you about the three-tier system of the Panchayati Raj. Okay. Can anyone tell me what is that? The three-tier system of the Panchayati Raj? Tell me.
Panchayat.
Panchayat. Then, three-tier for the Panchayati Raj system. Okay. There are three levels of governments are there. Clear? The local self-government. Three levels are there. Can anyone tell me what are these three levels?
District Panchayat, Block Panchayat, and Gram Panchayat.
District Panchayat, both Block Panchayat, and the Gram Panchayat or the village panchayats. Okay. Write down the three-tier system of Panchayati Raj. The three-tier system of Panchayati Raj. TIER. That's what chair. TIER. Don't write TYRE. Okay. The spelling is TIER. The three-tier structure. The three-tier structure. The three-tier structure. Write down base level. BAC. Base level. Base level. Base level. Hyphen. Gram Panchayat. Gram Panchayat. Gram Panchayat. In the bracket you should write. Covers a village. Covers a village. Okay. Covers a village. Next one. Intermediary. 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 So what is intermediary local government? Panchayati Raj system. Panchayati Raj system. It is right on Mandal. 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 Bracket you should write block or taluk. Block or taluk. Block or taluk. Right? Block or taluk. Clear? Block or taluk. Okay. And one more bracket you should write here. Need not be constituted in smaller states. Need not be constituted in smaller states. Need not be constituted at smaller states, which means it is not necessary. So mandal panchayats are not necessary for smaller states. Taluk level. Okay, it's basically village level. Okay. Next one, write down. Apex. 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 So apex means in the top body, right? So we discussed about the Gram Panchayat, over that, the Mandal Panchayat, and above that, it is the apex body. What is that? What is that?
District.
What is the apex body here? District Panchayats. District Panchayats. Okay. District Panchayats. Okay, write on Zilla Parishad. Zilla Parishad. Zilla Parishad. Zilla Parishad. ZILLA. Zilla Parishad. Bracket covering an entire area, covering an entire rural area, covering an entire rural area of the district, covering an entire rural area of the district. Clear? Okay, next one. provisions of mandatory provisions of mandatory creation of Gram Sabha. Provisions of mandatory creation of Gram Sabha. Okay, write down. Comprised of all the adult members. Comprised of all the adult members. All the adult members registered as voters. Registered as voters. Registered as voters in the panchayat area. Just give me a moment. Fine. Next one, the last point what you wrote here, provisions of mandatory creation of Gram Sabha, that is comprised of all the adult members registered as voters in the panchayat area and its role, voters in the panchayat area and its role and functions are decided by the state legislature. Decided by the state legislation. Okay, write down legislation. What legislature? Okay, no problem. Decided by the state legislature. Okay. Fine. This is clear for you, right? Okay, now forward for the video game. So today we discussed about the 73rd and 74th amendments. Okay, Panchayat Raj Nagarpalika bill. Okay, and the importance of the rural local self administration. Okay, so the three-tier system of local self government, the rural level. Okay, that's what we discussed today. And in the evening session, one more session is there today. We will continue that. Okay, okay, everyone, please write the notes properly and send that to me. Okay, I have to see the notes there today itself. Please send that to me. Okay, thank you.